And that's the most important thing if you want to sell. You need to be convinced that what you do needs to happen in that person's life, even if it means that some people will get angry at you. Because here's the thing, they are not really angry at you. You've just triggered something within themselves that got pissed off. Welcome to Peaceful Productivity Techniques, where I help coaches, consultants, and solopreneurs create a ton of leads, convert them into higher paying clients without grinding on social media or paying for ads. My only ask for you today is if you enjoy this content, please share it so that more coaches, consultants, and solopreneurs can. We're going to talk about in the world. Thank you and enjoy. The psychology of selling. What are the things that you need to think about when you want to increase your conversion rate and sell more of your product or services? Because let's think about it. You have worked hard to develop your own product, your own services, and sometimes you might feel like your product and services is amazing, but selling is the bottleneck of your business. We're going to talk about a few mindset changes that are going to be very powerful for you, especially if you've never trained in selling before. Let's start immediately with the first mindset change that's needed. A lot of us don't like selling. A lot of us either had negative experience being sold to or negative experiences selling something to somebody half-heartedly and getting rejected for it. So we have some negative associations with selling. However, that's something that can be overcome if you look at it this way. Especially for you guys who are coaches, consultants, solopreneurs, you are responsible of the service or product that you deliver. So you can put yourself behind this service and make it as good as it can be. Now, the situation is a bit different when you are selling somebody else's services or products, because you don't know necessarily the quality of it, which is why when I used to sell for somebody else, my first question was always, how good is the product? And not only that, but can you show me some testimonials of successful clients? Because I want to make sure that whatever I do, I can respect my core values and stay filled with integrity. So if you think about it from this point of view, as a coach, as a consultant, as a solopreneur, if you're convinced that what you sell is worth it, then it's a crime not to share it with people who need it. Think about it this way. Imagine that you have some people who are in the desert and they need water. You have water, but they've been hurt in the past, those people. Somebody else came and offered them what was supposed to be water, but in fact it was some coffee or Coca-Cola or something that made them even more thirsty. So yes, what you have can help them for sure, but they don't know it yet. But what you know is that if they don't accept your water, they will die. They will die because they are in the desert and they are thirsty. So from this point of view, it's your mission to really communicate, gain their trust, and share with them why, if they drink your water, they will survive. Which brings us to the first question for you. Do you believe that your service can save life or save businesses or save relationships? Do you truly believe that what you have to offer is top-notch? Because if you don't, that's the number one mindset that we need to shift if we want you to sell more and sell better and have a better time selling. So think about it for a moment. What can you do to improve your service so that you're sure that when you're going to work with a person, that person is going to get the results that they deserve? For me personally, I've tested everything that I coach people on myself and on other clients. What didn't work, I threw away. I kept what worked. For me, the program that I offer for coaches and consultants and solopreneurs is that you're going to make 15,000 euros or dollars within 100 days or you don't pay. I can confidently sell that because I've done it for myself and I've helped a lot of other people do it as well. And what I've done is that I've looked at what worked for others and I've systematized this. I've seen that the people who had the best results did show up to every call. Might sound obvious, but now I can qualify the people that I speak with and ask them to commit to this one thing. Just talking with them about committing is a first filter that I can use during my sales call. If they overcome this filter of commitment, they are my kind of clients, of prospects. because I know that I can take them by the end, give them the process, give them everything that they need, and they will reach the destination. I know this because I've done it countless of times. So it's easy for me to sell this program because I believe in it. Now, if we fast forward a few years ago when I was developing these programs and I had tested it just on myself, sales calls were more difficult back then because I didn't have this mindset shift. So pause for a moment and think about your own program or services. What can you do that is solid? What can you promise that is solid? Solid meaning that it's based on hard fact, evidence, past results, either your own results or the results of your clients, which is even more powerful. What can you promise with the guarantee that if your prospects follow what you tell them to do, they will get results? Let's move on to another mindset shift that will help you close more sales. That's a big one. A lot of people think about sales or selling as somebody that you have to convince and manipulate them. But it can be much more peaceful. Think about it as a conversation where you're not trying to make a sale, but a conversation where trying to see if this person in the desert needs your water or somebody else's water. If you have this mindset shift regarding, it will help you sell way easier because you just want to figure out if that's the right thing for the other person. You're no longer trying to convince, genuinely curious because you want to know, I think this person has a problem that I can solve. Let me ask some questions just to make sure if that's the case or not. This simple shift really changes so much in the energy of a sales call because then you're curious. You want to know what's going to happen. You want to know what's happening in this person's life. You want to know what this person wants to achieve. You want to know what they tried in the past. And boom, there you go. You have your sales script. That's really the only thing that you want to understand, with a slight exception. And that's mindset shift number 3, which is don't stop at surface level. Be courageous. Have the courage to go deep. When you are in a sales conversation and somebody will share a problem, that's good. And a mistake that I used to do a lot was staying on this surface level problem instead of going deeper. You want to go deeper because when you go deeper, you unveil the true problems that this person has. Why does it matter? Because if you unveil the true problem that this person has, you will help that person take actions. If the person takes actions, she buys your services. And because you've done a lot of work in order to make your service awesome, you can ensure that you will change their life. Much more than if that person was just to consume your free content or just get value from this initial session with you. So the third mindset shift is don't stop at surface level. And for those of you who follow attentively, I've already shared the fourth mindset shift. Don't cheat. Put it in the comment if you've heard it already. Oh, wait. Okay. The fourth mindset shift is probably the most important, and it is that it has nothing to do with you, but it has to do with them, their life, their business. And it's your responsibility to make sure that you sell them your services so that they can grow. Because we need external accountability. That's why I have a coach and you should have a coach as well. Dude, if Bill Gates and Larry Page and all the top athletes of the world have a coach, then I don't know why you or me would be above that. We need this external accountability. That's something that we provide to our clients as well, because somebody can read information. All the information's out there already, but people need to take action in order to change their life. And that's what you help them do as a coach, as a consultant, as a solopreneur. That's a mission. If you do take this as a mission, it will take you through the pain because there will be some pain. Let me tell you a story. A few months ago, I had this client who was very high, like a top director in a company that you know 100%. And we became friends. And I helped him through a certain transition. Obviously, I cannot share more details, but I helped him and we became friends. And after this transition, he wanted to become a coach. So I did just what I told you guys. I was curious. I tried to figure out what he needs, if what I do can help him. And turns out that yes, absolutely, it could, 100%. So I asked him permission to share with him what I was doing. And I did. He said, yeah, sure, tell me. But then when I told him the details of the program, he got angry at me. And it really hurt me because then he stopped communicating with me, didn't write a review, and that was painful. I thought about that for months after that, But I have to do it anyway because this is my mission. I don't have a choice. I need to risk offending some people sometime in order to pursue my mission, and so do you if you believe in your product and in your service. And if you don't, I'm here to tell you that you need to make your service so awesome, you need to be so convinced that what you do is the right thing, that it becomes a mission. And that's the most important thing if you want to sell. You need to be convinced that what you do needs to happen in that person's life, even if it means that some people will get angry at you. Because here's the thing, they are not really angry at you. You've just triggered something within themselves that got pissed off, that reacted this way, but it has nothing to do with you. I keep repeating that to myself because, sometimes it's like 6 months or 7 months later, and sometimes I just think about this guy and I'm like, damn, that's too bad. He was cool. I wanted to continue working with him. I wanted to continue being his friend. But sometimes you need to do these sacrifices because that's the mission. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. As usual, there are gifts for you in the description below. I appreciate if you can like and subscribe. And if you watch one of my videos, watch it until the end because it helps to show it to more people. That really helps me if you do that. And I'm curious if you have some questions. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know in a review if you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify. And as usual, peace.